We are
Still yapping.
No, that one. Are you listening? Did you hear what I said?
Let's get started, guys. Welcome to the Full Charge Power Hour. I'm Matt Fulcheron. Pledge on Patreon, patreon.com/the Full Charge. We already lost $10. It ain't going well. We need more money for the studio.
What do you mean we lost $10?
Somebody canceled instead of pledging more.
Remember what I told you?
Were they from Mississippi?
No, because nobody in Mississippi knows about us.
It was probably because you told them the big extra they get is Eric Wendell.
Well, it's still the extra.
Boom,
so let's
canceled
not,
the $10.
Let's not criticize it yet.
Hey,
we did gain $1, so we're only $9 in the hole. But we need another $200 to afford this thing.
They call this a business model?
There's nothing business or model about my career. All right? They're teaching, like, you know how they have comedy classes in school now?
Yeah. Oh,
there's like, here's how you don't do it. In college.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they have comedy classes at like Harvard and stuff like that.
All right.
At these bigger, they're like, and I think about that. Like, I majored in film production, which is visual arts.
Yeah.
And they show you all these, part of that education is 20th century art and history of art.
Oh.
And they show you all these artists who, like, you know, were like homeless and in insane asylums.
Sure.
And they teach you, like, yeah, these guys are the best. These guys had the careers you want to aspire to.
Sounds right.
They don't really mention the part where, I mean, they do, but it's college, so you still think, oh, I'll clearly make money off of this. Patreon.com/the Full Charge. You did not learn comedy in school. You went to high school where? In Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
In Racine, Wisconsin.
And you had a high school reunion?
Not
I'm
recently,
doing my best
but
Byron Allen here.
No, I forget what we were talking about. Well, no, it was an off-air conversation. We were
Brian,
talking
do you
about,
still drink milk? I was just wondering.
We were talking about about people going pro. We were talking about parents thinking all their kids are going to go pro and all that stuff.
Right.
That level of denial. Like, my kid goes to
in sports.
My kid goes to a school. He plays baseball in a league that is seen as a feeder system to D1 schools and Major League Baseball, which there is some truth to that. Okay. It is one of the top leagues in all of the United States of America, which is fine. It's cool. It's great that you can be a part of that, but still the numbers say you're not making it. Not to dismiss them. The point is, reality says 1% make it. So
sure, it's professional sports, right? Or you're talking about college sports?
No, I'm talking about professional. By the time the pathway, at some point, there's a massive drop off.
Of course,
but that doesn't stop all the parents, or not all of them, a large portion thereof, still believing there's a shot, right?
Yeah.
Which also makes some of them a little bit disturbing as to how they behave while they watch games, how they criticize other people's kids.
A lot of pressure.
The shit they say to, anybody, And
right.
So that's kind of what we're talking about, some with respects to high school. And then I had said, you were bringing up about the whole, like, the dreams of going to the bigs, right?
Yeah.
And it reminded me of what happened. It was probably about 10 years ago, whatever. I think it was like my 20th or 30th high school reunion. Now, it used to be classmates.com. Do you guys remember that?
Of
that
course,
thing?
yeah.
That's how people originally were staying in contact. It was the first original stay in contact with your friends that you really didn't want to stay in contact with.
Yeah.
Now that you know they have weird political beliefs. But so this is...
And kids. No offense.
So then Facebook took that whole thing over, and they would start these Facebook groups. So my high school had a Facebook group, and they'd set one up for the reunion. I was on it, but I wasn't paying attention. I get a call from one of my buddies. And he's like, bro, you need to go to the Facebook page right now. And I'm like, what's up? He goes, you need to see what's being said about you. And I was like, oh.
On the page. On the page.
So some dude went on this all caps rant.
Wow.
About me.
All caps. Yelling.
Being a joker.
Okay.
In high school on the baseball team. Fucking around too much.
Yeah.
He's still pissed about it.
And cost him a chance.
Oh, you fucking
at
loser.
A future in baseball.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
Did you give it to him, Brian? Did you go, you never had a chance at life?
No, I didn't.
You're a pile of trash. You always have been. I'm glad you're still in Racine. And here you go. Go fuck yourself.
No, I did none of those things.
You didn't need to.
No, because
if you don't say anything, they're just like, they just dug that hole.
It wasn't even that, honestly, and I didn't even see him as a loser. I actually pitied him. I'm like, what's going on in your life?
Yeah.
right?
Is that what you wrote?
No, I didn't say anything.
I was going to say, don't be nice.
At first, because me and my buddy that were still tight from high
pretty
school.
funny, dude.
We have that disturbed, look back on life sense of humor with each other we can share.
Sure.
And so we were kind of laughing it off like, dude, can you believe this shit?
What a
like,
sad...
who's still carrying grudges fucking 30 years later?
That guy's been mad at you a long time.
Yeah, and I didn't even know. I thought we got along.
No.
This guy's sitting around thinking that you messed up his sports career.
For 30 years.
You must be one funny motherfucker.
Yeah,
If your jokes are so good
This clown.
that he's laughing too hard to do his reps, to do his exercises, to do his training, to step up in a game. And like what specifically did you do that made him so bad at baseball?
I don't know.
Meatballs
That is a
over here.
powerful sense of humor.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I guess, look, I'm not denying the
because you
part.
clowned around too much.
I
and
was a
didn't
clown.
Take baseball
Absolutely. I
serious.
totally clowned around. Well, here's the thing. Once I realized, I used to be really good at baseball. By the time I got to high school baseball is a very difficult sport. Like, so you start getting weeded out anyway. It's not easy to play. So once you realize you're not going to be that good at it, or the coach starts benching you or whatever, there's a lot of downtime. You spend a lot of time not being able to do anything else but practice, hang out with the guys on the baseball team. They become your basically your culture.
Yeah.
So what do you get? I'm a clown. I'm gonna fuck around. I didn't deny any of that shit. I fucked around because what else am I gonna do all fucking day?
When you're sitting in
Right?
the dugout, you're going to make a couple jokes.
Absolutely. And
You
we
weren't
all
allowed to-
did.
You weren't allowed to chew tobacco, right?
I don't know. Back then,
So
probably.
you got to talk shit.
I could. Yeah, we could have.
I remember in the
talking
Michael
about
Jordan documentary, he's like, I almost didn't make it because I had a teammate who was so funny. No, man, either you're determined or you're not.
Yeah.
Like,
It
if
was
he was determined, he'd be like, Brian, shut the fuck up.
Right.
You're ruining my career. But by the way, he wouldn't even have heard you because he'd have been so in the goddamn
Yeah.
zone that he'd be knocking out home runs left and right.
Did anybody respond to the clown?
No, because I think everybody. Here's what I think, because I know what I felt. So I'm wondering if everybody else felt the same way. It was like, oh, this guy's having an epic meltdown. Either he's going through a divorce, he's having a hard time in life, he's drinking too much.
Yeah.
It was like
Probably
something. You know what
all
I mean?
of
Like,
those things.
which is why I didn't do anything about it. I mean, I'm totally fine with laughing about it because it was an attack on me. So fuck that shit. But at the same time, I also was like, ooh. Something's going on in this dude's life. If he's looking back 30 years ago and pointing blame at the weirdest thing.
Well, we all get stuck on stuff and we go, if this, then that.
Yeah.
But what he revealed to the world, and even worse, his small town, is that he thinks he should be a pro ball player still somehow.
He's just some turd.
And he's decided in his, it's irrational. We all do it. That it was your fault.
Yeah.
And that's all semi-okay. You go to talk to a therapist, you say it out loud, you realize it's bullshit. He put it in print.
There's
And it's just, he just exposed himself in a bad way.
there's two. There's a guy in a trailer park who doesn't know who you are, but he has sat in that guy's mobile home and listened to him talk about you
They could have would
for hours. In a drunken and fucking Brian with all the goddamn jokey jokes. I'd be fucking right now third fucking plate, man. Third fucking.
Third plate.
Third
Close
play.
enough. That's fine. Hitting touchdowns and shit.
I'm
He's
telling
doing
you,
an impression
guys,
of a drunk guy.
He's a drunk guy,
yeah.
Brian. Do I have
Yeah.
to explain the jokes
Yeah.
to you?
Please.
See, dude, now I'm going to be the guy, all
elaborate.
caps. And Brian on the fucking podcast has to correct the jokes.
His comedy career ruined your comedy career.
Yep.
So here's
That
what
I
I
gave
will
up.
say. And I don't know how it was in your guys' high school culture, but when I was growing up, I mean, heavy drinking in our high school was like a real thing.
Yeah, me
Like,
too.
It was. It's not like that now with kids in high school, but back then,
I remember
especially
seeing,
in
like,
Wisconsin,
this-
it was you every weekend. It was like we're all going out, we're getting a tapper, we're getting hammered, whether it's in the woods or
Parking
the one
lot,
kid's parent,
whatever,
yeah,
beach.
wherever you could find it. Exactly.
Yeah, it was
I remember
pretty sad.
this really nerdy kid, like a really nerdy kid in my class, chilling with like a fifth of Jack Daniels at this party one time. Just like no cup, no glass,
Right.
just doing the whole bottle. He's like 125 pounds.
Hour and a half later, hey, is this guy gonna die?
Yeah, right?
Should we throw water on him? Let's throw water on him. That's
Start
what
getting that
people always
They were
tunnel
actually
vision.
doing math on a chalkboard. It was fucking insane.
That's
This kid was a total
hilarious.
nerd.
But yeah, so
He's a genius.
This group.
Hey, did they ever bring? Did they ever bring to your campus the DUI car?
Of course.
Wait,
The drunk
no,
driving
what is
car
that?
that's all
I don't think
smashed
so.
up?
No.
Yeah.
No?
No, they showed all the bloody movies.
Oh,
and
they
stuff
put
like
that
but-
fucker right in the courtyard.
Me and my friends still.
And what they do, tag
Right
it?
before graduation.
Oh.
No, there's no tagged. It's already fucking.
It's
already.
tagged.
It's messed up, and it's like 8 people died in this car,
Yeah,
and all this
yeah.
stuff. There's like blood on it and stuff.
Right.
And you're supposed to not drink and drive after you see this thing.
But you do anyway.
We had this cop come in, and he was just like, and I opened the door. He was talking about a car accident.
Yeah.
He's like, well, what do you think I said? He's like, what do you think I saw? He's like, who said brains? Who said brains? That's exactly what I saw. I can text my friend right now and say, who said brains?
He would know exactly what's up.
He'll start cracking up. He'll be in Colorado cracking up.
That's hilarious. I got that
2 hours ahead of me. Like, that's just something we were all just like, oh, shit. We didn't take it seriously. It was a big comedy to us because it was a big comedy to him.
Yeah.
The guy made it a comedy show.
It's a little
and that's why I'm not a professional football player.
That guy.
That's the thing about.
'Cause I was laughing too hard at that joke.
There was something about the culture back then of how they were trying to scare us straight that was too
yeah.
over the fucking
didn't
top.
work.
And it
Yeah.
was never going to work because it was too theatrical.
Yeah.
Like something about it was a little bit too much. I don't know if you guys remember there was that movie that came out, Scared Straight, that they were kind of sharing
Hell yeah.
around everywhere. Where I think it was all they were doing was just interviewing prison inmates. Right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was.
Shit worked
My
on
friend,
me.
it happened to him. I mean, he went to prison and they did that.
They interviewed him for Scared
Because
Straight.
he would go, he would always get arrested and sent to juvenile hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then they did the Scared Straight program where he was like, but my friend was a pretty bad fucking dude. Like he wasn't afraid of anybody. But one of the other kids cried because they're like, hold my belt loop, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Because, you've seen the version you and I saw.
On MTV.
That was an edited version.
Okay.
Okay.
That was hey, the TV cameras are here, so let's take it back down to here.
Hey, I gotta tell you, it was good enough for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it worked.
I didn't need the rated
It
R.
worked. Like, Tom Segura talks about it,
Yeah.
and he saw the same version we all did,
Yeah.
which is a very edited version.
Right.
My buddy, when he went, they were like, oh, you're going to suck my dick, bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to be my fucking bitch. Like, they told him what they're
I
gonna
have
do
to
him.
say, it was implied on the edited version.
Yeah, it is implied.
Yeah.
But my friend Jeff, he's like, that dude makes you hold the belt loop and you fucking walk around and he treats you like a bitch. But then you talk to Jeff, you go, dude, what do you think? Fuck that. I ain't gonna be no one's bitch. You fucking kidding me?
Meanwhile, you don't have to hold the belt loop in the seminar.
No.
You can be like, hey, I'm not doing that.
I'm pretty sure Jeff didn't hold the belt loop. This other kid did. And the other kid cried.
Right, because he held the belt loop.
He held the belt loop. But yeah, Jeff would fight you too till he died.
And then until he died. It's a classic when you get late.
Yeah.
That's where the stories always go south.
I gotta
It's
tell
like-
you, all that stuff worked on me.
It worked for me. I'm good.
What about Up with People? Did you guys have Up with People?
What's up with people?
They were more the positive tour,
Yeah.
right? They
Of what?
song and dance.
Oh.
Staying positive, doing good things.
Right.
Not in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Okay. They would have got kicked out
They
of
don't
Dodge
believe that.
immediately.
They're like, we're not giving these people any. Fuck that.
So they
Hope,
go.
are you kidding me?
Where are they from? San Francisco?
Bring in that other dude who's from that Marine guy.
With lots
Yeah.
of guns and muscles
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, we're sending everybody to boot camp
Yeah.
tonight. Yeah, so I forget what I was gonna say. You go.
No, that was it. Just the Up with People thing. I was just curious.
No.
Oh no. So the positive thing, like, what do? They show up, they sing and dance, and
They
like,
sing songs, yeah, and then they talk to you about all the good things you can do. It was probably the beginning, I think, of like now, which is very common in our culture, is really like hammering home the bully thing.
Yeah.
Back then, they were just making movies about it, and then eventually the bully got his ass kicked by another bully to protect the other kid, and that's how we learned our lesson, right? And then Up with People comes around, they kind of sing, let's soften it up here, let's take it down a notch, and
Yeah.
in song and dance, and probably some sort of like break dance move or some shit.
Yeah.
and-
So we did have one thing like that, but it was on a smaller scale. We had this class called Life Skills, and it was great because it was like a Catholic school, right? Where you have like all this, in one area you have all this stuff like, okay, it's a sin to have premarital sex and,
Right.
and use birth control. And then you get in Life Skills class and they're like, make sure you use a fucking condom.
Smart.
Yeah. Totally smart. Totally advanced
Yeah.
for a Catholic school. But they had this guy, Joe.
our shit.
Yeah, this guy had Joe Dick come in. We had Joe Dick come in. And
No.
we're already making.
Wait.
Come on.
We're already
Is
making
that his
jokes.
real name, dude?
Why would he? Yeah, I mean,
was
would
he
not.
here to talk about sex?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No,
if he was coming in talking about sex, they're like, no, sorry, Joe, sorry.
So he's
We
not
can't have
even
you.
there. He's not
Mr.
even
Dick.
there.
There, come on.
We're already doing Joe Dick jokes. We're
Of
like,
course.
Knock knock. Who's there? Joe. Joe Dick.
Oh,
Why are we laughing about it? Why are we still laughing?
So Joe Dick shows up, and he
God.
still does. I was very valuable. He's like, listen, you want to do drugs? You know, you want to like act up and do things you think are gonna make you relax or whatever. He's like, here's a couple of things that can just help you chill the fuck out. He's like, crack your knuckles, and they're very like, very way low down here.
Sure.
But they do help. He's like, take a deep breath. Which if you
Oh,
like,
he's like, try meditation.
but no one tells you this stuff.
No, that's
like
true.
I'm still listening to podcasts, and like when I would go to a therapy, they'd be like, "Yeah, deep breaths."
Yeah.
You know, because it's not really taught or whatever. And,
No,
and then the best
I just
one,
learned how to fucking meditate and chill out.
yeah, and the best one, he's like, yeah, if you're tense, he's like, go to the bathroom, take a piss, don't hold in your farts, go take a shit. You know, he's like there's like these little things that can help you relax that we're taught. Like, don't fart. You only get to go to the bathroom at like certain times.
Yeah.
You know, like this whole deep breath thing. We never hear shit about that. They always told us about like exercise is good, but they never told you why.
Yeah.
Like it relaxes
Well,
you.
because
Like,
in
all
high
this
school, the
stuff.
exercise always
Good for
came
your
off like a
body.
fucking punishment. Like,
Right.
go run it off because you
Yeah,
guys are
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
annoying for the other 8 classes
Right.
are taken today.
Right.
When instead, we should have been saying thank you, Mr. Dick.
Yeah, I was raised
right?
we were raised by fucking savages who didn't know shit.
No, here's the fucking problem, and this is what happens. You don't learn this shit until you get older. And you realize that in our world, it's always about like, wait, did you just sit there for 5 seconds? Well, you are wasting your life away, mister.
Yeah.
You should be doing something at all times. You
Right.
should constantly be stressed out about why you are
Yeah.
not successful yet. What is your problem?
You better start
This is
worrying about your
America.
future.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is America.
Yeah.
Get your shit together now. And then later on, everyone's like, I'm so freaked out right now. I don't understand why I'm always shaking inside. You're
Right.
like, yeah, because since age fucking 6, they've been telling you
They've been up
you don't
your
have your
ass
shit
about it.
together yet.
They're like, are you relaxed? You better get in fucking survival mode right now.
Right now.
Because it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
You know, they do. They try to scare you. And then when you get to be 40 or 50 or whatever, you go to the doctor and the doctor's like, you need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
You need to, and you're like, I still got bills though. He's like, yeah, find a way to calm the fuck down and still get to work.
Yeah.
Still sit on the freeway.
Yeah.
So at 8th grade commencement, when you graduate 8th grade, in Bakersfield, they always had this same fucking guy that would come, this old prick.
Mr. Prick?
He
Mr.
was
Dick,
a prick.
Mr. Prick?
Joe Prick.
Yeah, this
Joe
guy's
Prick.
Joe Prick's dad. Nah, because Joe Dick
Joe
is
Dick's
a nice
good.
guy.
Joe Prick is an asshole.
Joe Prick. This guy would get up.
Knock, knock.
Again.
Who's there? Joe. Joe who?
Old fucking guy, Joe Prick. This old fucking guy. He would get up there and he'd be like, "Look to your." This is his first sentence.
Yeah.
You're about to graduate 8th grade. How old are you? 14, 13, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Look to your left. Look to
boy.
your right. One of these two people will not be sitting next to you when you graduate high school because they'll either have failed or they're dead.
He's saying that's what, like 66%?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that. And you want to stand up and go, hey, maybe somebody moved. Some of these people moved out of shitty ass Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Is that a surprise that you would leave this fucking town because it's full of people like this guy? And every year he gave that same fucking depressing speech, which was about
And not true.
Yeah, and not true. And it was about to get off your ass and fucking life starts now,
Yeah.
fucker. You know, and you're just like, fuck, how depressing.
Yeah.
I'm going to get high tonight.
Right.
We're going to drive around in a limousine because my buddy's aunt got us a limo, but it wasn't a cool new limo.
No, but
It was like the old limo.
that hurts.
It was, yeah, it's like a fucking 70s limo with the big old V on the back.
Oh, yeah.
And on the way to like the after party, she goes, hey, the lady was driving. She goes, hey, so your aunt gave me something for you guys. She rolled joints.
That's nice.
It was joints.
Wait, this is 8th grade graduation?
Yes, dude, like a bad movie. Like, what is
Like
this
a-
woman
Not even a
Like
bad
a
movie.
good movie.
That would have been a great 80s movie.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, it was literally an 80s movie.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the night, we lost the, because she was only.
So you did already lose someone.
Well, we yeah,
He was
they
right.
died.
He was
did,
right.
We did.
I lost the
somebody
guy
did
to my
die.
left and the guy to my right.
They both died.
He was right on the money, this Joe Prick.
No, you only get the limo for so long.
Right.
So after the party, you're like, well, how the fuck are we going to. So we walked in the rain to his
Oh, so
other
it's-
aunt's
yeah.
house.
You didn't get the limo home?
No.
Wait, hold on. When it just is
Jesus.
over, he just pulls over
The whole
wherever you're at
point-
where the time is
No,
up?
they drop you off and leave.
The whole point is the limo takes you home after you've
Yeah.
been drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds like your parents were trying to kill you.
I don't know what happened. My parents had
whoever's
no
parents,
idea.
yeah.
My parents just dropped me off at Tommy's house. There's a limo, and my mom
Yeah.
was just like, "Cool,
Hey, looks good.
looks good."
Yeah.
And then it's like, "Did you have a good time?" I'm all, "Yeah." I mean, the walking home in the rain parts.
Yeah, that was
My
it,
mom's like,
yeah.
"What?" I'm like, "Eh."
Don't worry
Don't worry
about
about
it.
It was like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
It was only on the side of the
Yeah,
road.
you wouldn't have known where I
It
was.
started
if
so
I got
good, and then
killed.
it ended with a walk home in the rain.
Yeah.
It's so
I mean, hey, don't all stories end like that?
it feels like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you, Joe.
Every
Prick.
story-
Yeah,
Thank you,
fucking
Mr.
Joe
Dick.
Prick.
Every story in the human existence is like an episode of The Incredible Hulk. You're just walking down the highway with your thumb out. The sad music is playing. You thought shit was gonna work out. Dun, 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 dun.
Keep telling stories making me laugh, and my back doesn't fucking hurt so much.
Oh
That's
yeah,
it.
so you ended up in the hospital
After last episode, yeah, I ended
'Cause
up
of the
in the
chairs?
ER.
That's
No,
cool.
well, these chairs are not good. I have sciatica, so it's not good for it, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not the chair's fault. It's the
Right.
fact that I have sciatica's fault. That I couldn't, I woke
yeah,
up
you
and I
got a
was in
case of the
severe,
50s.
yeah, exactly. Severe fucking pain, couldn't work.
Yeah.
Or couldn't walk. Yeah, it couldn't work either. I mean, God forbid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had to I drove myself to the emergency room, and they're like, all right, they brought me in. They gave me like a cocktail, intravenous or whatever, IV cocktail. And they said, we'll be back in an hour. It should work. It should kick in, and you'll know over the next
was a
hour.
Shirley Temple,
but
though.
I had to sit. I can't sit down on a sciatic. That's what it felt like. So I had to
Gave you
hold
the
myself up for an
placebo morphine.
hour. And the dude came in. He goes, "How you feeling?" I'm like, "I'm not. I'm feeling in pain." So they
Yeah.
put me in a bed, and he goes, "We'll get you something better." And
So then he went and got Little Puppet here has some street shit
No
that's
fun.
going to really fucking kick
I don't know
ass.
what it was. All I know is that the minute that shit hit my veins,
Yeah.
I felt warmth from the top of my head. As soon as it hit my pain, the pain was gone immediately.
And you get it.
Sounds
And
now you get it.
like morphine.
I have never, I don't know what it was, but holy shit.
You better not find out because you're gonna be out on the
Yeah,
streets.
looking for that.
It's in the paperwork.
Yeah.
I
Be
just
like, I'll suck your dick.
I just walking around.
I need a shot.
I'm already
Just
an addict.
fucking-
Let me just get one of those to go.
Oh my
Let me just get one more of these to go.
They're like, you're in Beverly Hills, sir.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if you-
what you're looking for or whose dick you want to suck.
Have you guys
or
ever
what.
had like that intense of a pain relief drug?
No, because
where it's
anything
just-
I've ever been on, it just put me out. So there's only like 10 seconds of oh yeah, and then I'm out. But I've never had morphine. I don't think.
I've had.
I'm assuming that it must have been some form, right? That sounds like that's what that would have been, some level of it.
Something like that.
Because it just was
Well,
like
what you
it just was like a
described-
warm hug over your whole
Yeah,
entire
what
body,
you
and everything
described-
is great.
I'll tell you the
I had-
buzzkill
oh, go ahead.
when you get the bill. That
Yeah.
morphine's going to cost
Oh, I
you
think you
like
said when it wore off.
$8,500.
I smoked. They said it was opium. I'm pretty sure it was just heroin.
Okay.
And we were outside, and like fucking, as soon as the second hit, like everything got brighter, and like the birds were like tweet 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 tweet. Like you could hear the birds. Like you're like, oh my god, and like everything got like cartoon bright. And then I was just like, cool. I don't ever want to do that again.
Because you liked it too much.
So good. Yeah, I liked it.
So
too
on the
much.
flip side, when I was doing a gig yesterday, and I was in this conversation circle, which I probably shouldn't have been in because what they were talking all these they eat so many mushrooms all the time,
Yeah.
and they're talking about how fucking happy they are all the time,
Yeah.
and it's great. Like I'm like, oh, you guys microdosing, and they just started laughing at me. They're like, microdose? You don't microdose a mushroom.
They're maximum
They're like, if
dosing.
you're doing it, you do it, and they're
Yeah.
like, it's not going to hurt you. It's great. We can't believe you've never done it. And I
They're
just
right.
was like an outsider going, because again. Don't
They're
do
right.
drugs, 1980s, Nancy Reagan, all
Sure.
that shit. Like, all
Yeah.
that stuff's going to, kill you. So I'm like, really? Like, even at this age, I was still like a dumb teenager going, really? It's
Yeah.
that good? And
It's
they're like,
that good.
I don't know. But I think both you guys have talked about it. You both have done it.
Yeah, I've taken it, but I don't live on it.
Dude, where you live,
I should.
fuck, god damn, I fucking do mushrooms, just sit in your backyard and get high would be fucking amazing.
It is. It does just make you feel good about life.
Yeah.
And it filters out all the bullshit.
It does.
It's not the biggest high in the world as far as
Oh,
just
okay.
like,
So you're not out of your mind.
Like LSD, you'd lose your fucking mind.
You're
your
just-
balls are melting.
You're just, but on mushrooms, you just go, oh,
Yeah.
I see through the bullshit.
Yeah.
And like you're just thinking about all the good stuff in your life.
Shit's funny.
Yeah, because you got a lot of good stuff in your life, but
Yeah.
it's like you're saying, we've been taught, and there's a biological instinct not to see what's good, because you have to concentrate on what's negative to solve that problem. But what you don't realize is there's all these positive things that are way more important than these things that are hurting
the
you.
mushrooms? What do you think?
It just puts your brain on track. It just stops all those negative thoughts. Whatever that science is, it just stops it.
There's something to the psychedelics that's fucking, I don't know what it is, to be honest with you, because I mean, we could take LSD and three of us, without saying a word, will all see the same thing. I don't know what that is. Huh?
The cameras.
Well,
you mean hallucinating?
No, I mean
same
when you're
thing.
hallucinating, we all will have the same vision, and I don't know what that is. That's odd.
We'll all be
shouldn't
convinced.
be.
So it's opening a portal that we're not focusing on, because I know. So you may
either
know
A,
about
there's-
this.
There, either I believe that there's that. Yes, I do believe that. Yes.
Meaning a portal in our brains.
Yeah.
That's
Fourth
not
dimension,
stopping you.
fifth dimension, whatever.
What do they call it? The third eye or some shit?
Shit that we can't see.
So I
That's
was
already there.
and
Like
you-
Stranger Things.
But you
Kind
guys,
of, yeah.
I think one of you guys has brought it up before. The thing with the LSD and mushrooms and stuff like that, or any psychedelics, was that the government got a hold of that stuff a long time ago and had been doing experiments with it. And
Yeah.
it seems like they have ever since have demonized that stuff and don't want that stuff out there.
Yeah, I'll tell you
where
why.
they've kind of let go of like pot and shit like that. They don't give a fuck. And
Well, I mean, isn't the idea that if everyone sees that they don't need a new car and a new house, then that fucks up all of capitalism?
It really does.
Is one theory.
You start doing, like, as soon as I did LSD, all of my, like, you know, I'm in Bakersfield, okay? It's a very conservative, very racist town. It's very, a lot of conflict, a lot of anger. I don't know why. It just is. That is Bakersfield.
Sure.
As soon as I took LSD, all that shit dissipated. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I've been so hateful this whole fucking
Right.
time. You know, and all that goes away. It just went away, and I literally became a new person. That doesn't happen to everybody. I know
No.
very fucking racist, hateful people that love LSD.
They have
That
different
also-
hallucinations.
Yeah, that also happens.
they're in the wrong portal.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he said, people, like, that's why the Grateful Dead went around the world dosing everybody. They thought they were going to change the world.
Well, that was
yeah.
actually an intent.
Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about the Grateful Dead. Sorry.
Here's a great book that Tom Wolfe wrote called The Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test.
Yeah.
And it's all about how they get some of the first LSD.
Yeah.
And Ken Casey, the guy that wrote One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, he gets dosed in a hospital in Northern California.
Right.
As they're
When they're testing
they're
it
testing
and
it all out.
This is all real, by the way. You're not telling a
This
story.
is all real.
That's how
Okay,
Timothy
okay.
Leary became Timothy Leary. He was studying it too. All these guys.
He's like, this is the answer. So they get a chemist to make it. His name's Oswald, I think. And they get like a Volkswagen bus. Mm-hmm. And they even get the main character from On the Road, guy named Neil
Jack
Cassidy.
Kerouac?
Neil Cassidy.
yeah.
And they go all the way to the East Coast, the Merry Pranksters.
Merry Pranksters.
And they're trying to dose the country, one park at a time or whatever.
Yeah.
And
My dad went to one of those.
they really believed in it. It was a real movement.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of picked up steam in like 1967, Summer of Love and all that stuff. But it didn't work out because it just ended up moving on to different drugs or like you say what you want about capitalism. If there is no money coming in, it does.
Eventually.
We're still set up in capitalism. You can't be like,
Capitalism.
I don't believe in capitalism.
Yeah.
You still have to buy a Slim Jim or something.
They're like, well, we believe in you.
Yeah, exactly.
And we believe in co-opting your whole fucking movement, son. Well, so the Grateful Dead, their manager, who built, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Grateful Dead's Wall of Sound. Back then, the stadium sound system sucked. So you go to a you couldn't even hear the Beatles. My dad saw the Beatles. You couldn't even hear them.
Yeah.
At Shea Stadium because their speakers are way down there. And
They
everybody-
put it through the
everybody's
PA.
screaming. Yeah, and it's just
You know, like the little PA?
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome to Shea Stadium.
Tiny little speaker. It's different now. You go to a ball game
Yeah.
now, it blows your ears
Right,
out.
yeah.
But back then it was just these tiny, tiny little speakers.
So-
like at a high school, like the principal would talk.
Yeah,
with those types of
exactly.
speakers. Yeah.
Exactly. So the Grateful Dead, their manager, Bear, if you've ever seen the Grateful Dead Bear, there.
Oh yeah.
Great documentary on Apple or Hulu or something.
Yeah. So he's one of those 4 or 5 chemists that made all the LSD back then.
Okay.
And he was their manager. And so he just like, he bought their sound system.
Tons of amps.
Which is just a stack of fucking
And then
amps.
the roadies had to stack these
Every
amps. Like probably like 2 stories high, right?
2 or 3.
And
Huge.
wide.
Yeah.
And wide. So like these guys had to like really work.
Yeah. Put it up.
Every day.
Tear it down.
Yeah.
Put it up. Tear
Yeah.
it down. And so while they're going around the country, this guy is whipping up LSD and just fucking selling it to the world.
Like Breaking Bad in the goddamn camper.
Yes, but the most genius fucking thing ever. It'd be like if Pablo Escobar had some fucking pop band or Slayer. Hey, Slayer, we're going around and we're going to sell everybody cocaine, you know. But theirs was LSD. And they really thought they were going to change the world.
So where does the whole, like, all these people that follow them everywhere thing come from, that part of the culture? Like, is it because they're just, like, what, is it just they're like, fuck society? Is that why they choose to just follow the
They're
bands?
just like, fuck society.
It was one thing you could do that was clearly went with that philosophy.
Right.
These guys say fuck society. All these other people that go to see them are in on it. We're going to travel around and do that. And people would, I remember in the late 80s, early 90s, people would do it. Friends of mine would do it just for the summer, whatever. They were kids, so it wasn't like they were really dropping out of anything. But they just wanted to go and do this. And people, they go and they don't always have tickets.
Right.
And they have to get what's called a miracle. Like, there's so many examples of people getting a free ticket, which is a miracle. Right. And everybody has their own. They're also a, what do you call that? An economic group traveling. So this guy makes tacos. This guy makes blankets.
Right.
This guy makes jackets. And there's a barter system. And there's a selling.
And there's a ton of people selling LSD.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah.
There has to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like this traveling weird circus, and it must be weird to get off of that.
Right.
After after 6 months or so.
But some people did it for decades, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're fucking fried.
And some of them, when the Dead basically kind of slowed down, jumped over to the band Fish, right? So there was like
until Fish stopped touring, and then they're like, God damn it.
There's all these like
There's other
tangents.
Bands.
There's all these different versions of the Grateful Dead.
Something Cheese Incident. I can't remember exactly.
They're
very popular.
There's the Dead and Company.
But that's over.
Yeah, no, but it broke out. It broke out in different. Aaron, do we know any others? Dead and Company. There's John Mayer and the Grateful Dead.
Was Captain
Well,
Captain
since they're mostly
Beefheart
all
part of that?
dead.
Captain
okay.
Beefheart. Everybody had their own solo thing because there's at least 2 drummers, right? So they're breaking off into different stuff.
Mickey Hart has his thing, but then once Bill died, or Bob Weir.
There's a Bob Weir.
Once he died, I think all the main guys are dead. So
I think it's crazy that like Jerry Garcia dies in the 90s and they just keep going.
Kept going.
But here's the $1 million question. You guys kind of touched on a little bit earlier, which is this whole going across the world trying to change it through these psychedelics and stuff like that. The problem with human nature is human nature. That's the biggest problem,
fuck
right?
that.
So it spirals into directions you have no control over. So you go, I'm going to give all this out because this is going to create this. It's open-minded
Utopian,
world.
yeah.
The problem with that is that what percentage of people can you actually get ever to kind of be one? I don't believe in because it came up again during COVID.
It'll never happen.
We were all one, right? We were all supposed to be in it with each other.
Wonder Woman put that video out.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And everybody hated her for it.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
But you learned during COVID that we're never coming together.
No.
It's not fucking happening. It doesn't matter. It's just
humanity will tear itself apart before it comes together.
So I think therein lies the problem with the movement is it's impossible to get it to be.
Well, also it doesn't have the effect you want it to on people. It's a random like crapshoot of events. So like somebody's gonna take it and like see the devil and freak out,
right?
And attack somebody. Like it's gonna cause violence for some people.
Yeah.
And then we're already mentioning. Like it already becomes capitalism. Like, oh, I got all this LSD, but I'm going to hold on to it and sell it and all this stuff. And then people get strung out. It doesn't nothing really. There's no answer to life other than a day-to-day routine. You want to call it a battle, you can.
Right.
But just like, that's why alcoholics have the one day at a time thing. It's like, I got to just like try to do this for today. There's too much working against you no matter what you want to do. So you have to just like consolidate the good things in your life and just try to make it through the day.
You know, and just because I woke up the next day and was like, oh my, I can't believe I was so hateful and angry. I didn't go fucking save the world. I was still an asshole. Yeah. You know, but I just thought differently.
Right.
And the difference between LSD and mushrooms is 1,000. It's a lot. It is. Yeah. They're night and day. Like I said, you guys could go do mushrooms. You'll both go, oh, laugh about the silliest shit.
The only time I've done mushrooms, I've done a handful of times, and I never really saw anything crazy. It never seemed like I was living in another reality. It just felt good.
Right. Now, what's this DMT shit, though?
Oh.
I'm assuming, have either one of you done it?
I've tried. It didn't work for me. I want to do it. That's the one thing I absolutely want to do.
We know somebody, I'm not going to bring his name because I don't want to, it's none of our business or everybody's business. America's, right? We talk to America, except for Mississippi.
Yeah, you can tell Mississippi. They ain't gonna tell nobody. Yeah.
But yeah, no. After he did it, I remember hanging out with him, and like he was just selling me hard on. He was like he was all about the third eye. He had all these books. He went and got all these books. He's so knee deep in it. And the positivity of it, and like the world, the woman that's talking to him throughout the whole journey, like all this stuff he talked about.
The Blue Lady.
Yep.
We had Shane Moss on, right?
Yes.
And
he turned me on to it.
All about this stuff, but you still haven't done it though.
And I didn't know what he was talking about. I did not know what he was talking about.
You stumped Craig.
And then I went online. I'm like, I'm in. I can't wait. Because people have, again, DMT is one of those things. People have the same experience, which is odd. People that don't know each other will explain the exact same situation happens to them. Terrence McKenna, who is a guy, you can find him on YouTube. He talks about psychedelics a lot. He's a really smart guy anyway, and he studied it for years. And Terrence McKenna will tell you, he'll say, well, the thing about DMT is when you get to the place you're supposed to be, there's somebody already there.
See, that would bug me out. I'd be like, hey, man, I'm trying to do my DMT.
Wait, when he says somebody, what does he mean somebody? Like who? The Blue Lady?
Said there are entities that live in that space.
Okay, not like some dude that Matt knew, like was already doing his own trip, and you're like, bro, get out of my trip.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
No,
yeah, you get there, and it's the guy that thinks you ruined his baseball.
Yeah, it's that guy, and he's like,
and you gotta hang out with him.
What's up, Joker?
It's only 10 minutes, but it feels like 3 hours, so it's a nightmare.
So you go through the stages. You have to do 3 hits, otherwise you get just stuck in the first 2 stages. The first stage is called the waiting room. Everybody says you go down a tunnel. It's insane. Like all those movies you see where they're doing wormhole travel.
Like Jacob's Ladder and Donnie Darko and shit.
And then you go whoosh. You come to a place they call the waiting room.
Yeah.
Where it's quiet. And then all of a sudden.
And that's more like Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Right.
I like these references.
And then that's when they call some people call them the electric elves. They're like the mechanical elves.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all these little Joker elves that come out and say things to you and laugh. And they're like, welcome. And it's fucking insane. Everybody says it's insane. And sometimes they're gestures. Sometimes they're Aztec, the statues. Aztec statues.
But they're usually small, right?
Yeah, and they're little, and they're all over the place. And then there's all this other psychedelic shit happening. And then that stops, and it takes you to another place. And people talk about the Blue Lady, which is like this spiritual being that's sitting there waiting for you. And then it tells you something super important about your life and you and what you need to do.
And then you forget it.
And you don't remember it as soon as you come out.
And you forget it. It's a total waste of time.
And then it's a chase. Then that's the dragon you're chasing.
You have to keep going back to hear the secret.
Yeah.
And to never remember it.
And you'll never
But
get
you can't write it down.
No.
Because you're in another dimension. You can't see the pen and paper or anything. What a scam.
Don't know what it is.
And on the flip side, when you guys are talking about this obviously all started with the people following around the Grateful Dead. Is on the flip side of all of this is the train wreck version, which is Rock and Roll Parking Lot.
You mean heavy metal parking
Heavy
lot?
metal parking lot.
Yeah, parking lot, which is basically just a bunch of drunk
And I've
people.
done both. Yeah.
That's like
Yeah,
in DC.
heavy metal
That's close to
parking
mine.
lot. That's Bakersfield.
I went to high school with all those guys. I mean, I was in middle school. They were in high school.
I was those guys.
Yeah.
I feel
Wonder what they learned during their
not a
journeys.
lot. Not a lot.
Yeah, that's in the parking lot for Metallica's playing
Yeah.
at RFK Stadium, right?
I think
in
so. That
in
sounds
Washington
right.
D.C. That's just a good time. That
Yeah.
is genius. Heavy metal parking lot, dude.
It is genius.
Genius movie.
Yeah, it is genius. Heavy metal parking lot. That's the shit.
I think maybe. Hey, Aaron, can we do some clips? I sent you an email about 2 or 3 weeks ago. You want me to send it again, or do you need more time to set it up?
Do we want to do Craig's thing?
What's Craig's thing?
Mine is 72 things black people like about white people.
Okay.
And it's pretty funny.
All
All right.
It's pretty unbelievable.
I'll just be over here suffering a fucking leg cramp. Just let me know.
Well, you'll probably see things on here that you do that black people love.
Oh, probably.
And I just took a screenshot of a few
Okay.
because there were some that they're the kind of things when you read you just start laughing because you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's my mom.
Are these in any kind of order, Craig?
No, they're not.
Okay. Let's see.
Hopefully, I didn't send you any screenshots of my dick.
Nah.
Nah, I didn't. Because I don't do that. Oh,
Okay.
We're
see,
saving that
that's-
for Patreon.
I can't read
That looks
that.
very tiny, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's my fault.
Let me see if I can read it over here in front of me.
Oh,
Yeah, Aaron can just read them.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, just have
oh,
Aaron read
I
'em.
mean, I could read them. Duh, I didn't even think of that.
I learned how to. Hey, I just learned how to zoom. All right.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Boom.
You can read them from off of there then, Craig.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, we're back in.
Their complete disregard for dairy allergies.
Is that a thing?
That's a thing. People are just like, fuck it, I'm eating the ice cream.
Right.
Or
gonna
just
give me
keep
the
eating
shits.
dairy and never understand why they feel like shit.
Right. For me, I love that white people treat their animals like family. Funerals, birthday parties, customized toys, you name it. The children and the animals enjoy.
That's legitimate.
That's
That-
That's a legitimate
It's
criticism.
100%
Yeah.
in my house.
Right.
I know that you have pets. You guys both have
We
pets.
love our new cat is a saint. We love that guy.
But do you, because you don't have kids, do you call the cat with your daughter, this is your sister?
Yeah.
Or this is your, you do.
My
so my wife
wife-
does that shit too with the dogs.
Yeah.
My
Right.
wife says this is my biological son. It's hilarious.
I have a beef in our house
Yeah.
because we have gone through a lot of pets. I'm like, stop doing that to the kids because
Right.
their brothers are dying every fucking 6 years.
Their brothers don't last that long.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Like,
But you do. Unlike these furry fuckers, you endure.
yeah, I know, but what spin are you trying to put on this? You're just basically like, we brought a brother home, but he's only gonna last so long.
My wife
Yeah.
does it. It's a joke.
oh, okay.
It's a joke.
Well, we've hit a new era.
It is a good angle.
We've hit a new era of treating dogs, especially like family.
Oh, yeah, go to a store or restaurant.
Since I've been back to Los Angeles, I've got 2 friends who just do not train their dogs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not one command, not one. They just say
Dang.
their name a bunch of times, and it's absolutely. I come from a dog training house, dude. You know, but these dogs are all over you.
We had a
And-
loose dog in the studio before
Yeah.
we started recording.
Yeah, we had a loose dog. Like,
I don't know who that's it.
Good point.
We still don't know where that
don't
dog
know who
came
that
from.
dog came from.
and I don't know how. The last time I was at one of my friend's house, I'm like, does this dog know any commands? Like, and I realized that
That's
was like,
hilarious.
I realized I was being a bit much.
You crossed
but
the line.
I'm also like, what the fuck, man? Train your goddamn dog.
Totally agree.
Teach it to sit.
yeah, this fucker
Teach it
needs
to
to learn how to
sit.
sit
Dude.
and stay.
As an animal lover,
Yeah.
love animals, and we try. You know, there's some things. Some dogs are hard to train. But
So what?
But you know where the line in the sand is. If I know my dog is going to be difficult, when I
Yeah.
bring you over,
Yeah.
dog's not in the room.
Right.
It's not happening.
Put it out back or whatever.
Because it drives me bonkers
Yeah.
as someone who works so hard at it. To
Yeah.
somebody be like, "Oh, he loves you so much, man,"
Yeah.
and you're like, you can see the look on your face of like, "Get this fucking thing off of me."
So that just
Yeah.
like absolutely. And we are also in an era where like I don't tell you how to raise your children.
Yeah, and
right.
that's-
I don't tell you what to do with your pet. But meanwhile, I'm like, I guess I'm not coming over anymore.
And at some point, that's kind of a
Yeah.
win anyway, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So good
Off the list.
criticism. I like that one.
You're off the list. niches. White people have some excellent niches. Like you'll work with one for 13 years and then you'll find out he knows everything about Industrial Revolution era crankshafts, or she's a concert level auto harpist, or they're the 8th ranked lightsaber fighter in North America.
See, I don't think that applies just to white people. I think that's that applies to coworkers.
That could just
because
apply to coworkers.
most jobs you have are not first pick.
Yeah.
Right. So everybody else has these skills that just didn't apply
true.
somewhere.
Right, that's true.
Right.
Especially in the world we live in.
That's universal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Their slogan for having a bad day as living the dream.
Okay.
That's just positive thinking.
Yep.
That's just positive thinking.
But that one
you
is
gotta,
also dead on.
Hey, Joe Dick.
Yeah.
That's a Joe Dick.
You gotta say living the dream.
Living the
Otherwise,
dream.
I mean, there's been too many days in my life where I didn't say living the dream. I said, this is a fucking nightmare.
Right.
And I didn't even joke with the living the
Day
dream.
didn't get better.
You have to say living the dream,
Living the
or
dream.
else you don't want to face reality that
Otherwise,
hard.
it just sucks.
You don't want to face
Well,
reality that
also,
hard.
somebody asks you something, it's the classic thing. They don't want a real fucking answer.
Yeah.
They don't even want to get into your
How
world.
you doing? Great.
Yeah.
Yep. Just
It's when they're like,
you're already
you
fucked
know,
right there.
you're like, all right, boop, boop, let's back up. What's going on?
I finally stopped asking cashiers, how you doing?
How you doing?
It's just not the right question.
Right.
And cashiers
Good
also have to
morning.
learn to
Good
never
afternoon.
fucking comment on what you're fucking buying. Every once in a while, you'll get the new ones like, oh, looky there. What we got there? Some cereal and some beer? Who's having a day?
Plan-
None of your fucking business.
None of your dish.
Oh, plan B.
Yeah,
Living
yeah,
the dream.
exactly.
Huh?
Living the dream, yeah.
Look, I'm living
Killing
the
the
dream.
dream.
Yeah, yeah.
The dream is kicking me in the face. I like how sometimes their skin looks like strawberry milk. I mean this in the most complimentary, perfect, soft serve, sweetie baby pink way. And how they like being outside with the birds and snails and shit. And how they always know somebody with the truck.
True.
And how they know about all the good anime.
I was with you for so long.
Yeah.
I was with you for so long. I don't know jack shit about anime.
Well, anime's
But
not
I know
our-
agents.
not our-
I know people with trucks, and I can't even name them right now. I'll just have to sit down with a notebook, and I'll
Right.
come up with 8 people.
But I know a couple dudes that know everything about anime, and I do know a little bit.
Oh, you know a little
I mean,
bit.
I have my favorites,
All
but
right.
then I know people that, like, I'm a Studio Ghibli guy.
The closest thing I get to is I scroll past it on Pornhub.
Oh. I'm not talking about that kind.
I know. I'm just saying
not
that's,
talking about
that's
that
as
kind.
close as I get. Is
Right.
all I'm saying.
I
He's
got
talking
and,
about that kind.
and I like Kill Bill Volume 1. I think that qualifies.
Oh, yeah. They
Yeah,
do a little in there.
right,
Right.
yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Oh. My favorite thing about white folks is when they finally get radicalized about things like privilege, racism, oppression, imperialism, shit like that. Them motherfuckers go hard as hell. Sometimes you gotta pull them back. Like, now save some for tomorrow. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And they be like, oh, okay, all jittery and shit, just itching for a fight. Boy, once they get radicalized, they some John Brown ass motherfuckers, and I love it. That's awesome.
Well,
that is hilarious.
He's got us there.
He does got us there,
yeah.
man. He is not wrong.
Oh, yeah.
What are we going to say? At least we finally woke up.
I like his whole, you gotta pull him back like, hey, bro.
Dude.
Hey, I love it, but
But not everything at once.
you're gonna run out of air, dude.
Remember all that shit that went down during COVID, the
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
I can't tell you how many people, and I'm on the right side of this shit.
Yeah, right.
How many people on my side were fucking yelling at me.
Right.
And I was like, the exact
Oh, I
thing, like,
remember.
calm the fuck down.
And it's funny,
like,
too, because it's social media. They can just mute you.
Right.
But they're like, listen, I got to step in.
Right. I gotta
Yeah.
give Brian, who's trying to be a nice guy over here.
That's all there was to do during COVID, though, was look at the goddamn phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
fucking
know,
yell at
and like
people.
watch people get upset.
Yeah.
Watch people say ignorant shit. And you go, you can't say that. You know?
But the whole, my whole thing was
remember-
like, they would like, it was just like, go out there and burn the whole fucking thing to the ground. I'm like, okay, and then what? What about tomorrow? And they're like, fuck you, motherfucker. It ain't about tomorrow. I'm like, no, it is about tomorrow and the day after.
Yeah.
I'm just asking a question, and
Right.
they would just come at me, and
Yeah.
so with the racist, so I was getting hit from both sides.
Sure.
And he would come in and be like, "What are you doing? Why do you try?"
You stepped in, huh?
Because, well, I would be talking to Karen, I'd be like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. She's like, what? I go, poor fucking Brian, dude. Brian's got a heart all of a sudden, and he's going to tell people about it. And she goes, what? I go, Brian's picked a side, dude.
At least you got a backyard and a basketball hoop.
Yeah. I go, Brian's.
I don't know what your problem is.
Brian's been quiet about this for years.
Right.
I go, fucking guy never even read a book. He bragged about it to me.
Did the
That's true.
did the baseball player guy? Did he react to any of this?
No, but I could probably tell you what side he's on.
Oh, now you're not joking, Brian? Now you're serious?
Yeah, right.
So did he get mad at you before or after COVID? That's what I want to know.
That was pre-COVID.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't even know where he's at now, but I know it probably I know what stances he probably took during Black Lives Matter and COVID.
I can take a guess where he was on January 6th.
Yeah, I just to say there's a lot of things you can kind of guess.
Like,
Aaron's
freeze
right,
frame,
yeah.
blow that up. There he is.
I
There's
didn't-
that son of a bitch.
I didn't know how crazy and divided the country was until 2016. But then in your memories, you kind of go, oh, yeah, that happened in 2014. That guy said that. Holy shit.
Right.
I went to Louisiana in 2008. You would think it was like 1844 the way some people were talking.
I believe
You
it.
know?
When I first started comedy, there was this dude that I was hosting. The middle was the guy that we're talking about, and I was hosting for Brian Regan.
Yeah.
And I remember Regan. I don't know if you guys have ever worked with him. He's still one of the nicest guys in the
Sure.
world.
A
So
little bit.
talented.
Him and his brother.
What's that?
Him and his brother.
I think I
Dennis
met his
too,
brother. But this guy was he couldn't be more racist. And he was one of those guys, like, they're like, hey, what's going on today, man? Did you see the game last night? He's like, let me tell you something about black people. We're like, where did that? You're like, so you just want to get to your racist stuff.
Right,
like,
right.
you didn't.
He's like,
you
can we
don't
just
care.
go right to it?
Yeah, and it was just,
we?
and I remember after he was on, he left the green room. And he was on stage, and I just remember turning to Regan like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, is this going to happen the whole weekend?"
Right.
And he's like, "Yeah, I don't know. This may be the last time I'm in the green room, just to be honest with you, for the rest of the week."
Yeah.
He's
Right.
Call
like-
my name. I'll be there.
He's like, "I don't want this shit."
There's people like that just like, okay, I got you in this small room.
Right.
You're now going to get educated on my dumb shit.
Exactly.
Happens.
That's how
It
arrogant they
happens,
are.
yeah.
It's insane.
There's one dude used to back me up against the wall at the Improv, like where I'd be like, oh, dude, like I don't need, like I want to go talk to some other people. I don't need the whole manifesto right now.
Right.
I feel like I can guess who that was.
Yeah, we'll talk about it off
It's
air.
happened to me.
We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah, I get that at work all the time, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not that kind of white guy, but I appreciate that you think I am.
Yeah, that's funny when people just assume
That's
you're on their
cool.
team.
Yeah,
And you're like, oh, no.
we're good,
no.
dude.
Exactly.
I
I'm,
go, yeah.
yeah.
I usually go, hey, my mom's half black and my kid's gay, so
So
we can keep all that shit.
there's tons of white people around here. Go talk to one.
Yeah, I think that guy might. He's wearing a Ride the Lightning shirt. Maybe there's a good chance. It's 50-50.
I can't believe how many people came out of the closet and were like, yeah, I'm racist. I was like, really?
Oh yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Or like that bullshit where it's like, I'm not racist, but I do believe in some racist things.
I told you,
know,
guys
I'm
that
not
was
racist. I just don't like people that are different colors.
I think I told you guys before, like Ian Bagg was the first one to tip me off. This is pre-social media when it was just like you'd go online and you had your saved pages like ESPN.com or CNN.com or all that stuff, and then they invented the comment section. Oof. And I remember Ian saying, it's like, you just need to go to the comment section. He goes, it doesn't matter what the article is. The game is how quickly within that comment section does the first racist show up.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Because they're trolls.
They should
don't
make
have it. They were the first level, right?
I'm going to make a movie that's just like Oppenheimer, but it's about the guy that invents the YouTube comment.
That evil
and it
bastard.
just destroys society with it.
Fucking A.
But he was right. I mean, and that's what social media became. It's like it started in the comment section.
Yeah.
Because you could do it, and people may tell you to fuck off, but it stayed there, and you were proud of the fact that it was there, and it was in their faces, and you could troll them.
Yeah.
And no one could stop you. You could blindly
Oh,
be a
yeah,
racist
we have
online.
somebody on this show that does that. He's not racist, but yeah.
He brings MAGA energy
That's
to the
exactly
lib
what
movement.
yeah, that's exactly what he fucking does. He can't wait to throw trash at people.
He can't deal with somebody has written something ignorant or racist,
Yeah.
which I don't like it either. But he's like, all right, motherfucker. He goes back in the shed and gets all the weapons he can.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm coming at you.
Yeah.
Jeff 8391
Right.
Steel Mill. I'm coming at you.
Some
Picture
guy-
a Woody
yeah.
Woodpecker.
So
I'm
go,
coming at you.
go waste all that
Yeah,
anger,
yeah.
all that energy on somebody that has 15 fucking followers.
I'm gonna get
'Cause he's
kicked
not
off.
real.
I'm gonna get kicked off Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be somebody from Russia. Like half the time it is.
Or it's just, or they're not even a real person.
And that's what I mean. They're just fucking around like
Oh,
it's AI.
yeah, Eric, you can suck my balls.
And he's just like, "Oh!" like
Fuck you, Trump's a fucking...
they're a computer with no real emotion. They have like logical emotion. They don't feel it in their body.
Right.
We're talking about Wendell, in case anyone doesn't know. He just like loses it to the point where it's his parents.
Right.
Like his whole family reunion is like disassembled in like a couple.
Insane.
But they do it too back at him.
Right.
So that's how you know.
And then I got a friend who does that shit.
Top of the cake.
It's that thing. That his family dynamic is very interesting because it sounds, based on what you're saying to me, is like they'll get in these fights, but it's almost like they're totally okay with still getting together from time to time just so they can fight again.
Because that's who they are.
Like, right? Like they're into the fight.
It doesn't carry over, even though the language is, "I disown you. You're not my father.
Right.
You're not my son. You're embarrassing
Right.
us. This is over." They're always telling each other it's over. And then they go, "I'm deleting you." They keep using this word delete.
Delete.
Which isn't a thing. Like either
not.
you block me,
Right.
you unfollow me. There's different degrees and none of them are delete.
Yeah.
I delete you from my life.
Yes. Block each other. Please.
For the love of
block
God.
each
Yeah.
other.
You're going to
Yeah.
add 5 years to your life.
It hit me like a ton of bricks one day. I think you were there. I was on a Zoom. I go, wait a second. Wendell's going after all these people. You go on his profile. It says, "I'm the movie reviewer for the Full Charge Power Hour." So like he's out there representing us. And it took me way too long to figure that out. And it's just like really actually kind of fucked up what it's done to this podcast.
Maybe not to the extent of the Bob's Burger.
No,
guy.
it did a lot of damage.
It did.
It did a lot of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I'm butthurt about it.
So, on Patreon for Eric Allen Wendell, right?
Sure. Yeah, you want to say that. Yeah.
Thanks. There goes another $10.
But you can also look at
No. Now they want to hear what the guy's got to say on Patreon.
But you can also look at it as like you're paying for Patreon for this. For this studio, you know, that's just like another something. I haven't thought of anything yet.
sell.
If you guys want to think of something else to do for Patreon, I'm all about it.
The guy makes me laugh. I think he's a character in life. Like, I mean, I get it. You guys have known him a lot longer than I have. I mean, I've always been a fan of his Yelp reviews because I've always been fascinated by people that even bother.
Yeah.
Right, Yelp reviews.
Well, it's one thing to write a Yelp review for, like, example, a really fancy restaurant that's a one-off, right? So you get charged a lot of money, you have these expectations, but this guy's going knee deep in, like,
he's doing like
Foot
Cane's
Lockers,
chicken fingers and stuff.
and like Starbucks. Like, he's going to chains. But you don't need to review a chain.
You mean you're doing like specific on the corner of Chester and 17th?
I was at
This bitch Susan works at this McDonald's.
When you're going there, I mean, like, no, first off, is anybody reading a Yelp review on a Starbucks or a McDonald's or places where it's all the same shit, no matter where you go?
Those are those people you see their name and it says 2,000 reviews. You're like, you're fucking insane.
Crazy.
Do you work for Yelp? If not, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Now, sometimes it can be interesting because if you get the right restaurant, then the restaurant starts arguing with the people that give them bad reviews. Then that becomes entertaining.
That's hilarious.
Most of the time they say like, "Hey, sorry you had a bad experience. How can we make it better?" I saw Wong's Walk on Glendale Boulevard come back at somebody.
So what are you doing?
Like, "Hey, Herbert, you got a lot of time to fucking leave us bad reviews. This is the third time. You left a 1-star review. That means you came here, had a 1-star experience, came back, had a 1-star experience, and came back. You got a lot of free time, a lot of money to waste, Herbert." Like they came back, and I loved it.
Hilarious.
I loved it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I had anything that relied on Yelp reviews,
amazing.
The first thing I would do, and I think this works, the first thing I would do is I would hire some kid like that's their job.
That comes back
they
at
look
people.
they look at the Yelp reviews like, "I got this one, don't worry about it." Like, That's
yeah,
probably
the
what's
guy
happening. I guarantee it was just some dude that works there for $14 an hour.
Right.
That was like, I'll handle this
I got
shit.
this one.
Yeah, because
I got this one.
They're like, oh, looks like you also don't like frozen yogurt. Who the fuck doesn't like frozen yogurt, Mike?
It was a little cold for my taste. Keep in mind, I grew up in the Midwest, so
Right.
I know frozen yogurt.
I know what cold is.
Yeah. Normally, I'm easy to please. That's what they always say.
Right, normally.
I'm easy to please.
The husband chimes in, no, she's not.
Now, that would be a great spinner.
That would be fucking great. That's where you're just like, get some tea and a fucking sandwich, and you're like, oh my God, this is fantastic. The back and forth on this.
Yeah, if it could keep going in that
Right.
level of real
Until
time.
finally somebody at Yelp's like, okay.
Yelp never steps
Yeah,
in.
this is not
Yelp
Facebook.
never
It's
steps
no,
in.
they
Because
don't,
It's great
and they
for
don't
Yelp.
need to.
It's great for Yelp. Yelp, Nextdoor, all these places where these people have no voice
Next
anywhere.
door is the worst,
Yeah,
dude.
but makes it more entertaining because people have nowhere else to go with their thoughts, and they just find these places.
I thought next door was going to be like, okay, there's a shooting over here. There's people are stealing cars over here. This is like all this crazy. It's like Facebook. It's just like local Facebook.
Mine's not that great just because it's the same things every day. It's like, hey guys, you notice there's a lot of flies right now? Or like, hey, did you guys see that coyote? I'm like, yeah, everyone has seen, if you live in Southern California, everyone has seen a coyote out their window.
Yeah.
So we don't need every notification on every fucking coyote that exists in Southern California.
No?
Mine's more like my next door is more like everybody just going after like the California government and complaining about it, and that's why we have homeless people, and that's why this, and that's why that. It's pretty nutty, the anger on next door.
So
I was not
I don't do
expecting.
next
Oh wait, so
door.
they're actually doing that post. I thought you were talking about because I've seen this happen where someone's like, "Hey, I'm getting rid of this couch for $125."
That's what I signed up
You
for.
wouldn't have got rid of it if Flavin Newsom hadn't put all those taxes on gas. And you're like,
right.
Still keep that couch.
There's Roger.
And they're
getting
using
in
all
there.
these code names
Yeah.
because they know they'll get flagged if they use like people that are that far down the rabbit hole where they use a different name for Trump.
Yeah.
A different name for this and different, so that because they've been flagged too many times for it or something, I guess.
My favorite is when people do that stuff, like the generic ones, and they do it with such pride. Like there's the demic rats, and they do it. They capitalize the R-A-T,
Demo rats.
the R-A-T-S part, and
Yeah.
you can. It makes me sad for them because like I know that they're so proud of that moment when they put it in there. Like
When they
it's
hit send, they just throw the phone down there like, fucking victory. I'm gonna go have a beer.
And then, to be fair, when I
go.
read it, when I do read it, I go, they think I'm a rat.
Right.
As if anyone calls himself a Democrat.
Right.
No one calls himself a Democrat.
Right.
Everyone's like, what's the best option? All right.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Do you not want to set everything on fucking fire? Okay. I'll vote for you.
God, the biggest mistake I did was donate money to the Democratic Party.
Yeah,
that's
it's
my
done.
full.
Well, you don't
that's
like
my full-
emails?
It's my full inbox now.
You don't like emails and text messages?
Oh,
and
I've hit stop. Do not
They won't stop.
fucking unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Oh, I just keep hitting them, dude. It
Yeah.
gets smaller and smaller. Every day.
everybody's asking for your fucking phone number. Everybody's asking for
Yeah.
email, and they always say, "Oh no, we ain't gonna sell it."
Yeah.
Okay. We're not gonna hand it off
yeah,
to the next
dude.
guy. Okay.
I don't care what I'm signing up for. 98% of the time, I'm just as soon as they want all my shit, I'm like, fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah, and that's why I was talking about that with the clipboards. I was talking to my wife about the people with the clipboards. I'm like, this person approaches me on the street. Half the time they want a credit card. They want me to write down my name and my address, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't think so. Like, I don't know this person.
Why are
You
we still
say-
doing this?
Yeah,
Dude.
I remember one time I walked out of Albertsons and this guy was like, do this prop whatever. And I go, I don't have time right now. And he goes, it only takes 2 seconds, bro. And I almost lost it. If Joe Dick didn't teach me to take a deep breath, I was said, motherfucker, I am not obligated to sign your fucking shit. I'm just trying to get some fried chicken. You know what I mean?
I always look at it like
unhealthily.
my thing's like whatever it is. The kids selling candy, by the way, that's a scam. For those of you who don't know this yet,
At least they're
when
kids,
it's real
though.
but
candy
it's
bars?
not. They're not selling it for a school. There is a grown ass man in a fucking van, probably with a fucking gun going, if you don't come back with a fucking whole empty box with lots of cash in it, we got a fucking problem. They're not selling it for the local fucking wrestling team.
So at my apartments, it's just a grown ass adult that's coming to your door. The last one
I
that
accept
came,
that.
that guy's fucking reeked of beer. He's like, hey, man, we're trying to get some uniforms for the kids. And I'm like, and I'm trying to lose weight and not interested.
We're trying to resurrect Brian's high school buddy's baseball
That's
career.
right.
Yeah, look, I got a guy who's causing trouble online. It's all cap stocking, you know what I'm saying?
But all that shit, like, why would anybody ever sign a fucking piece of paper with your information? I still don't understand why that's still a thing.
I did
should
it.
not be
I
a
did
thing.
it at a protest recently. I'm like, all right, I'm at the protest.
You put the real stuff down, though?
I think so. I don't know. We gotta go. We gotta go. Thanks for listening to the Full Charge Power Hour.
Can I tease next episode?
Yeah, please.
Oh,
Because AI comedians. We have to talk about it because it's starting to show up all over the place
that's
now.
awesome.
You sent me that, which I think it's ridiculous. There was one in Austin, and they taught the robot that comedy is insulting other people. They're teaching the robot wrong.
But we should talk about that on the next one because
He
I
should go
don't
to the-
like where this shit's fucking
He's
headed.
going to work
so.
at comedy.
No one's
the
ever
Comedy
gonna
Store.
pay to see a robot or a cartoon do
No,
comedy.
I'm talking about how it's
Oh, they're
gonna
gonna
kill
steal-
live comedy because they're just gonna do shit on fucking line.
Fine with me. I'm exhausted. Thanks for listening to the Full Charge Power Hour. Patreon.com/the Full Charge. Send us some money. We'll keep sending you podcasts. I think I'm exhausted.
Fully charged.
Yeah.